Testing. You laughed.
I laugh because the last couple of days with all the electronics has just been crazy.
You laughed. Who cares? That's the question of the day. It's a simple two-word question. Who cares? Question mark.
About
Anything.
anything?
Yeah, anything.
I'm sure there's people out there who actually care and don't complain.
I really don't think so. You know, do I care? No, I don't care. Not me. Apparently, probably not you either.
Well, it depends on what we're talking about.
Just caring. You really care about anything?
Oh, yeah, I do. I care about my family, my friends, my truck, my dogs.
Oh, your truck just got it's
Those
way up there on that list of priorities.
Well, you've got to be able to get up and go.
Is anyone feeling the love this morning? The love. 4-letter words, you know.
What?
Back to the beginning. Who cares?
People care.
Good morning to you and you, because I think you really
Kyle
care.
said he cares.
Thank you, Kyle, and I think you really care and feel good when anyone
Kyle.
early in the morning offers you a genuine good morning. So I'm Rayford Brown, and this is the genuine live and local real talk. We are not a copycat. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lee Barrows, and it's going to be a beautiful day today.
So optimistic you are. And do you care?
I'm always half full. Half full.
Of what?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew it. And Kyle says, good morning. Good morning back to you, Kyle.
Yes,
Hope you're
Kyle,
doing well.
thank you. We do appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Uh,
I don't know. Have things settled down overnight? It's been a crazy couple of days.
I've got something to start out with this morning, and I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to get it out of the way. What do you think?
Okay,
who
go
cares,
right
buddy?
ahead.
Have you seen someone that just needed a good beat down? I mean, just a flat, old-fashioned beat down.
Well,
Nothing to leave them permanently disfigured or injured.
I can actually say I try to be a very nice person, but yeah, there's been a few.
You have to try to be a very nice person. What is your problem?
What happened again to me yesterday, Rayford? You remember when I told you Saturday about going to check something out and the clerk being, it happened again yesterday.
That's twice now, 3 times and you're out.
And I'm like, have I got something written on my face like fight me?
Why don't you just carry the Louisville Slugger over there in the corner with you over your shoulder for a few days? I could put a strap on it if you like. That would not be carrying a concealed or even an open carry, would it?
Well, no.
That's called firearm. That is not a firearm. But we could put a rifle strap on it, you could just carry it over your shoulder. Now that would be a really cool picture. Something else.
So yesterday I go into a store that accepts Amazon returns. It's almost like, and I went in and they have the sign up overhead, Amazon returns here. And so I walked up to the very place that I was at the last time to return. Not noticing that they had moved the little counter sign to the other side of the counter saying Amazon returns.
We don't do that here. You got to go over there.
And the girl said, you have to come to the other side of the counter to return it. And there's not a soul in the store. There's not a soul in the counter. Okay, no problem. I said, oh, okay. I didn't notice you had moved the sign. So I'll go around to the other side. And look, all she does is take a phone scanner, scans the package and says, have a good day. And I'm thinking, you could have done that from the other side of the counter.
But she said you needed the exercise.
I'm like, yeah, I took 10 steps to the other side. But I smiled.
Man, I'm going to ask you a question again.
I said, have a nice day.
Have you seen people that just need a good beat down?
Yes. That
was, maybe sometime, but yes, now it's a definite yes, right? Okay.
Well, yeah, there's going to come a time when you're going to come across somebody you need to beat down.
How about people who have done things that are so disgusting that you could easily take a broomstick or, the worst case, the metal handle of those old fly swaters of yesteryear and just whip them until they begged for forgiveness? You remember those fly swatters?
Yes, but
You've never seen nobody's ever done anything to you? I'm going to tell you about one.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a teenager over in Lenoir County. He's been arrested. According to the arrest warrant, The words of the warrant are: he exposed an elderly woman to pepper spray, an elderly
What?
woman who is confined to a wheelchair at that. The punk, I'm not going to use his name, not for his protection, but for mine, was jailed Saturday without benefit of bond on charges of felony assault on an individual with a disability and misdemeanor injury to real property. Deputies with the Lenore County Sheriff's Office responded to a call in LaGrange Saturday. The 68-year-old woman and the teenager had been apparently fighting, so the kid decided to use pepper spray instead of just leaving. The victim was treated at the scene and declined to be taken to the hospital. The 19-year-old man was jailed without benefit of bond due to a prior assault charge that hasn't made its way through the court system yet.
Of course.
Now the story is even clearer to me. Now, I will ask you a question again. Have you seen people that just need a good beatdown?
Well, that's one right there. Yes.
Okay, well, okay, that jury is not even out anymore. They have returned the verdict.
We've got so. Yeah, you read about a lot of these
You do.
arrests
And
lately.
it's-
And when you look into them, excuse me, when you look into them, they've had all these previous charges.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. You're not even reading over my shoulder. I got another scary one.
Oh, do tell.
Police in Goldsboro arrested a man back in January. A previously convicted felon seized a gun from him, a felon with a gun, and he was able to post bond and walk away from the jail before federal authorities could be notified. A felon with a gun, federal people like to be notified so they can lay their hands on him just in case.
Yes.
Right. So Dactari Harris, Daktari, Dactari Harris, he's 34 years of age. He was arrested first time back in 2008 for possession of a stolen car. Y'all need to follow this one now. Quit typing and follow it.
Yeah, I'm listening.
He was sentenced to 6 months in jail, but the sentence was suspended and he was placed on probation. He had no priors. Wasn't long before he was in prison because he violated the terms of his probation. One condition of a probation for felons is that they cannot own or possess a gun. Well, he did just that in 2009, not long after being placed on probation. So they arrested him. 2 charges. One, probation violation, gotcha. The other one, you got a gun and you're a convicted felon. No, you can't do that.
Holy
This
moly.
time he actually served 6 months out of a 15-month prison sentence. He served a little less than half of the time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it gets worse. Arrested again for a violation of probation. He served about 6 months of a 9-month sentence that time. Back to the streets he went. In 2014, guess what? Got arrested again, charged with assault with a deadly weapon with the intent to kill. It's attempted murder in most places. He served half of an almost 9-year sentence before he was paroled. We know about me and parole boards. Shortly after he was released, back to the slammer for 3 months for his third probation violation, probation or parole violation, and then he was released on bond last January and took off. It took U.S. Marshals until this past weekend to find him. They located him, I think, in Stokes County, not Stokes County, one of the other counties to the west there, near Fayetteville. He now faces more charges, along with his first one for possession of a gun by a convicted felon. Cops found 6 more guns in his possession.
What?
2 of those were fully automatic weapons, machine guns.
Whoa.
He is now facing a total of 7 possession of guns by a felon charges and 2 counts of possession of weapons of mass destruction. Machine guns, fully automatic weapons are weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
He's now in federal custody at I love the way they put this, undisclosed location.
Yes.
I
After
wonder-
they beat him up.
No, they don't beat him up. They just take him in there and talk to them. No amount of money will get him out. He doesn't
Right.
have bond on him. You can bet that this man will be in the news when more details are revealed as this case develops. Remember the name, Dactari Harris.
Is that Dot Terry or is that DOT Terry?
DAK,
Oh,
Doc, DAK, or DAC, whatever.
Doc. Oh no. Where's
Terry Harris, Doc Terry Harris, the guy with the funny first name, mid 30s. He's a black male.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter, but in case you need to. All of those charges and convictions that I read are straight from the North Carolina Department of Corrections.
Holy moly.
So this is what we had walking our streets. Now, can you imagine if, for whatever reason, the U.S. Marshals, they've been looking for him since he walked away on bond since January.
Right.
Can you imagine the mayhem, literally the mayhem? What was he planning? He had 6 guns with him. They already seized one. That's why he went to jail in the first place. But he had 6 more guns with him when they got him.
Well,
2 of those were fully automatic weapons.
I can tell you, Rayford, you can do all the gun laws you want to do. You can put all the restrictions
Thank you very
on
much.
you want, and they're still going to get them. They're still going to get them.
You got to understand, a guy who is a convicted felon, we know him as a lawbreaker. That's the definition of a convicted felon, right?
Right.
A lawbreaker. He doesn't abide by the laws. No laws.
Correct.
None. And what makes anybody, I don't care who you are, even Chucky Schumer, what makes Chucky Schumer think that a man who is a lawbreaker, he does it for a living? He had no other job. He is a lawbreaker. He violates laws for a living. What makes you think that I don't care what kind of law, you could ban all guns in the United States. You think he's going to obey that law?
No, he's not.
The other thing is, do you idiots think he's going to go to a gun store and buy a gun? No, they pop his name in there and it's going bing, ding, 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 ding.
Well, it's just like, people yelling for gun restrictions and bans and stuff. All you're doing is taking away our rights. The citizens that follow the law.
The only people that you're hurting are the law-abiding people out here.
Exactly.
You're not going to stop criminals from getting guns. They're going to steal their guns. Those guns are stolen.
Crooks are going to be crooks no matter what.
They are law breakers.
That's right.
They breakers of the law. Do you need me to get the dictionary out here and explain it to you? I can write it on your forehead if you like, backwards, so you can read it in the mirror. I'm stupid. A lawbreaker don't abide by the laws.
Were you talking about weapons of mass destruction? I came across this story. It just came out not long ago. It has to do with weapons theft.
Yeah, it's happening a lot.
Off the military base in California.
That's been happening a lot.
Well, listen to this.
Years and years and years.
Federal prosecutors allege Marine Corporal Andrew Paul Amaryllis stowed a Javelin missile system.
Holy crap. That's not just stealing guns.
Millions of rounds of ammunition and other military equipment from Camp Pendleton for over nearly the last 4 years. Authorities say the stolen items were trafficked to Arizona and sold through a network involving unindicted co-conspirators and possibly insiders at the base. This is my favorite line. This case raises serious concerns over military asset security and insider threats.
Well, if the president could just leave all those kinds of weapons and leave them in the hands of our enemy, what's wrong with this?
Well, they said that this was done between February 2022 and November 2025, but he was transporting them to Arizona for resale through intermediaries. Evidence cited included text messages, photos, and serial numbers linking him to the items.
Well, at least they had records.
Don't crook.
It's not the first time.
They're alleging right now they're still investigating, but they're noting up to 2 million rounds of M855 ammunition may still be missing.
Whoa.
Where's the security on the base? Look, we can't even get on the base.
Maybe that's why it's not stolen from here anymore.
We can't even get on the base.
Do you know the number of M16s that have been recovered off base here? Do you know the number of?
I don't know the number. I know there has been some.
There have been much. Back in the 70s, they were there on a regular basis, not as a a theft ring or anything like that. Nothing. There weren't cases of them. They had one or two here and there.
Well,
You know,
this certainly that over there, this over here raises public safety and security concerns.
yeah, especially for the drug cartels, because if one of those drug cartels gets this stuff, the other one's going to disappear. Well, that's okay. You know, as long as you catch them before they do harm to innocent people.
Arizona.
Problem with drug cartels, they don't consider collateral damage as a problem. They're like the gangbangers out there. Wow. Spray and pray and do whatever necessary just to be them.
Oh, no. Is this another American Airlines flight 2819 swarmed by FBI with machine gun after screaming passenger forces emergency diversion? What is with people on planes lately?
There's something in the air.
It was a Chicago-bound American Airlines.
They found out they were going to Chicago and they didn't want to go.
Was diverted to Detroit following a disturbance reportedly caused by an unruly passenger. Good Lord.
Stewardess to the pilot. Would you bring this plane down to 10,000 feet, please? We have an unruly passenger on board and we're going to dispose of her.
One passenger said law enforcement brought on a machine gun after swarming the aircraft.
A machine gun is going to be
I wonder about that.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not sure that they know what a machine gun is. Probably an AR-15.
Well,
or something compact.
It said about an hour out to Chicago, we hear this person in the back screaming, yelling, "No, no, no. And I can't get off this plane." Something he didn't take his meds. Yeah, he was yelling he didn't take his meds. He couldn't get off the plane. He wanted off the plane. If you don't land this plane, I'm going to blow up the plane. Or if you don't land this plane, I'm going to do something to it and you'll see.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Open the door.
Taking the train.
Take the first step.
Just lately.
Planes need to have, like they used to do on sailing ships back in the good old days. They had a plank that they strapped out over the water.
Yes.
They put a blindfold you on and take a few steps.
Yes.
Hold your breath.
What
Speaking
in the
of the water,
world?
looking at the marine forecast, last time I looked, we had a lot of those brave men and women proudly sporting marine uniforms around here. We do appreciate you.
Yes,
One and all, be safe out there. That's our marine forecast for the day. I'm kidding. Checking out the watery marine forecast out to 20 nautical miles, there's a slight risk of 25 knot winds today and Wednesday. That'll be mostly in the afternoon and evenings as the temperatures warm up and things start blowing out there, you know, that's how it happens. And the coastal waters, otherwise mostly good conditions today. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 in the beginning, seas 2 to 4 feet at 7-second intervals. Looking pretty good out there. Sounds and rivers of Lake Chup. Wednesday, pretty much a mirror of today. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10, 2 to 4 foot seas, sounds and rivers of Lake Chup. Thursday, southerly winds around 5 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon. Going to be a little switch up there. Seas 2 to 4 feet, 10 seconds apart. Not much for the surfers out there. Sorry, guys. Sounds and rivers flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon. Now, for today and tomorrow, especially, if you want to go out, go. But aware that conditions are going to probably kick up a little bit in the afternoon as the winds increase. The winds are likely going to increase during the afternoon hours.
Okay, today is going to be beautiful, sunny with a high near 79. Southwest wind 5 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 59. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 81. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 80. No heat, no air. Your electric bills are going down for the month.
We're going to extend this forecast through the rest of the summer and into the winter.
Yes.
How's that sound?
And we may have one more really cold night, so hold off your planning.
Open all the windows and air your house out.
You can't. Everything.
Not at nighttime.
Oh, at nighttime. I'm not leaving at night.
Oh, yeah. Well, you live in there. Yeah, I know. Understand. You live where the police show up on your front door in the middle of the night. I got you.
Come out.
The police just show up here when the drug couriers running and abandoning their car.
Well, it's mainly what they did at my. I don't know if they were running and ended up in my yard. And I'm like, oh, whoa.
Let me be the first to tell you guys that hurricane season starts in about 93 days.
Oh yes.
WCTI Channel 12.
Mhm.
It's just called WCTI 12. There are no Channel 12s anymore. Weather Radio Wednesdays this year, 2026. They're going to be each day from 11 until 6:30 p.m. And the days are that they've got scheduled so far in May, 6 May, in Richlands at the Piggly Wiggly. On the 13th, a week later, in New Bern at the Down East Ace Hardware Store. And on the 20th, a week after that, Emerald Isle at the Sound Ace Hardware Store. Now, at least 2 more days are up for grabs, the 27th and the 3rd of June. And we'll be in full-blown hurricane season the 3rd of June.
Right.
April, May. March is gone. April. I said
April
93 days.
No, almost
No,
April,
it's
right.
63 days. 63 days instead of 93 days till hurricane season. Anyway, 27th of May and the 3rd of June are going to be days somewhere likely. We'll find out. Donnie Cox, the weather meteorologist guy over there, the guy with a personality, nice guy.
He is a nice man.
He's really well educated, and he knows about the local conditions. You won't get. You can tune into the national weather stations all you want, whatever that thing is called, the Weather Channel.
Right.
And others.
I don't watch a weather channel.
They can't tell you. I mean, they're okay for general purpose, but they can't tell you what the weather's going to be here.
I only watch them during a hurricane.
And first of all, Donnie understands that we have a unique situation here in something called Onslow Bay. The beach reports that some of the stations give out to the central part of the state, they're not for here. They don't take into account how this big curvature from would cave in here at Onslow
We
Bay.
have that curve,
So
definitely.
it's a little bit different. Now, our ham radio friends out there this morning, Randy over in Southwest, he and Boomer were out on the golf cart, said it was a full moon this morning. 50 degrees in Southwest, 99% humidity, 30.29 inches of mercury, no wind, and nothing in the rain gauge. Lee and the back swamp nearby, pretty close to the same thing, 51 degrees, 99% humidity. He had a very, very light fog, 30.12 inches of mercury, no wind, no rain. Joe in the borough. Well, first in the borough, it was 60 degrees. Then he moved on over to the beach, Emerald Isle, where it was also 60 degrees. It's unusual, but that's the way it worked out this morning, 98% humidity. And he said, I had some ground fog early. I was at 5:25 or something this morning. He had ground fog, 30.31 inches of mercury, a very light wind out of the west, about 2 miles an hour. And he said it was orange looking haze around the moon this morning, full moon, because of the fog, looking through the fog. Get some foggy glasses you can put on. Ward over in Cedar Point had 58 degrees, 93% humidity, 30.50 inches of mercury, and the barometric pressure was steady. He had a wind out of the southwest, he said, was light. Nothing in the rain gauge. Brian over in the borough checked in a few minutes ago, 58 degrees, 98% humidity, 29.98 inches of mercury, no wind, and no rain. It's very calm out there this morning. I see no bushes blowing, nothing.
It's very still, very still.
Lee over in the Woodlands, 53 degrees, 96% humidity, 30.31 inches of mercury, and it was falling. No wind, no rain here in the country club. It's 56 degrees. I'm looking at other people. 56 degrees, 99% humidity. 30.14 inches of mercury on the barometric pressure gauge, and it's steady. Wish they'd make those bigger,
Yes.
We've had no rainfall here, and the wind is non-existent at this time. Generally, it looks like it's been from the southwest. So,
I was noticing since January 1st, we've had a little bit over 3 inches of rain in this area.
So it's January 1st?
Yep. Yeah, because mine keeps a running total on it.
Yeah, well, most of it occurred early then, because I can tell you we haven't had a whole lot lately.
Not only that, but I think we got most of that spread out over like 2.5 days. I mean,
And we
a
did
day
have-
here, a day
We did
there.
have 12 inches or so of snow too,
Right.
which once it melts becomes water, but not in the term of 12. What is 12 inches of snow when it melts? Like an inch of rain or something?
I don't do math. I don't know. I would
What
have
was the
to.
figure? I just don't
Right,
know.
right.
It is. And
Well,
also
have you
depends on how
seen
light
the-
or tight the snow is?
2026 hurricane names yet?
I think I did.
All right. First one is Arthur. Didn't we go through an Arthur before? Yes.
I don't.
All right. Here's the second one. Bertha. Remember
I
Bertha?
remember Bertha, 1970.
No, it was 1990.
1990 something. Yeah,
6, 7. That's the
97,
one
I
that took
think,
out my
97.
mother's home.
was it?
Yeah. Cristobal.
Bertha came along. There were 3 hurricanes that
Fran
back
right
to back
after
to
that.
back,
Right.
and Bertha was in the middle, and it may actually.
Bertha was first.
Well, it was somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But it was
Then
before
Fran.
Fran would have been more damaging if
Fran
Bertha had
was-
not come along, because Bertha removed a lot of the leaves from the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So you did not have as much
Got the ground wet.
damage as a result. And yet it was nice and wet, but by the time Fran got here, Fran dropped a lot of stuff. Fran had a lot of wind too.
Yes.
Fran
Yes.
did a lot of damage on the beaches.
Yes.
It did more damage on the beach than it did inland, and that's not always the case.
Bertha and Fran were our first ones in like 30 years that actually came in and did what they did. I mean, we've had coastal storms.
Well, we had in 1984, we had Diana, Diana, and she came in. But the problem is, Diana in '84, I was down in the south end of the county in New Hanover County, and that little witch came. She came near
see.
shore. We looked for her, and was moving and moving and moving. But then she stopped and did little circles out there in the ocean just offshore. But we had the waves and we had the wind still there for 3 days.
Okay. Bertha was July 5th, 1996.
Okay.
And so Fran was right after Bertha. And Fran was August 23rd, 1996.
So it was a month later.
Yes. But getting back to the hurricane names, Cristobal. That's a
Cristobal.
Cristobal. That's a dumb name. Dolly.
Pardon.
Pardon me. Edward.
Edward.
Faye. Gonzalo. Hannah. And here's that one that nobody could get the name right, and I don't remember how to say it. Isaiah. I remember Dee Dee saying it, and she was really Isaiah. I don't know. We'll have to ask
We'll call Dee Dee.
Donnie, because Donnie he got it right.
Just called. Just
Why
call
do they
Dee Dee
use that name
Why don't
again?
we just call Dee Dee one morning out of the clear blue and
Yeah,
just
we
don't
should.
tell her in advance we're calling?
Josephine, Kyle. Sorry, Kyle.
Uh-oh.
Leah. No, it's not Lee. It's Leah. So don't even go there. Marco.
Polo.
There you go. Nana. Omar.
Oh, Nana. That could
Yes.
that could be a whole lot of people.
How about this one?
Grandmothers.
Omar.
Ooh.
That one's going to be a deadly storm. Paulette, Renee, and Sally.
I've known Paulettes and Renee's, and I've known some Sallys.
I have more. Teddy,
Teddy,
Vicky,
Nikki,
and Wilfred.
and what?
Wilfred.
Wilfred what?
And of course, these names are part of the predetermined list established by the World Meteorological Organization.
Bunch of weather nerds get together and come up with names. That's just not
Well,
right.
there's some nerdy names on that list.
910-333-0139. Again, 910. Got it? 333 0139. First caller, you get our thanks for checking our phones.
Oh, I was just looking up, 1996, we were talking about Bertha and Fran, and they said I just looked it up, and the most intense hurricane of the season that year was Edward. The one
Edward.
Yeah, the one that I just said is on the list for this year.
Edward.
I'm probably saying it wrong. It's EDOUUARD. A-R-D.
EDOUARD?
EDOUARD.
I mean, they got an extra O in that.
It's got one O.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
They got an extra O in
I
there.
don't know.
Shouldn't be there.
The season's most notable tropical
N-O-R.
cyclones included Bertha, Caesar, I don't remember Caesar,
Yes, I do.
Fran, and Hortense. Hortense. Is it Hortense or Hortense? I don't know, guys.
Is it Ori or Horry County?
I know it's Ori.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
Ori.
What did I just say, Ori?
You said Ori. It's Ori.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
really, look it up. I did one time.
Says Bertha made landfall as a Category 2 hurricane on the coast of North Carolina, causing 12 deaths and $335 million in damage. Why are we using it again? Enough people didn't get killed? Okay. Fran made landfall in North Carolina as a Category 3, resulting in 37 deaths and $5 billion in damage. Hortense, whatever that is, cross Puerto Rico caused 39 direct deaths and $158 million. So anyway, 1996 season amounted to $6.52 billion and 256 deaths. And that is your good news for the day. No, not good at all. But
And that was 30 years ago. So this
Yes,
is the
30 years.
30th anniversary of that tragic year.
the
Oh, my goodness gracious. 910-333-0139. 910. I'm begging for phone calls. 333-0139. Where is Jennifer when you need her?
where has Jennifer been?
Jennifer, where have you been?
Right.
We need a song. Jennifer, oh, Jennifer, where have you been?
2025, going back, the season was notable for its intensity and the fact that no hurricanes made landfall in the United States. First time since 2015. That's good.
So it does it on 10-year cycles, 2015, 2025. Can we?
I don't know, but I know
Don't do it anymore.
we're going to El Nino now.
I don't know. Was that good or bad?
It's supposed to be better for us. But
Oh, okay. Well, last year was not bad. I mean, we got lots of scares, so we had some near misses.
yes,
So
right. Oh, man. Here's some news Fox just put out. Well, let's get back to politics for a minute. Florida County's Democratic Party chair accused of hitting a man in the head with a bullhorn at a No Kings protest.
was that an accident? Or, I mean, did they have one of them long cheerleader bullhorns?
I said, he's the chair of the Hernando County, Florida Democratic Party, and he hit a man in the head with a bullhorn. Brian Stewart, 63, was charged with simple battery and booked into the Hernando County jail after the incident Saturday.
It was intentional.
He was released later that day, but he struck a disabled veteran
Uh-oh.
in the head with a bullhorn.
Uh-oh.
A disabled veteran. You couldn't ignore that man in the wheelchair and just walk on by? What? Oh my gosh. Well, last night I just glimpsed a little bit of the news and they were showing one of those No Kings protests somewhere. And there was a bunch of people dressed up in these pink animal outfits in the street like a parade doing a
You were
dance.
talking about that earlier, and I don't understand. What is this with? I thought, first of all, that when I first moved to Wilmington and I visited the police department, as I would do, of course.
Yeah, you want to clarify that?
I visited there on my own accord, and they had a holding cell right there where you walk into the radio, near the radio room, but they had the desk sergeant there, and all the bookkeeping and stuff is handled. I walk in, and I introduced myself and the guys, and a sergeant came over and said, "Hey, let me show you around. I've already seen you on TV. I just been waiting to see if I was going to meet you." So, and here he was. Hey, and I said, "I really like this room. It doesn't have bars on it." He said, "No, it's just a holding room, and we can see it from everywhere in here. We just put people in there while we're waiting to talk with them, who are under arrest or likely going to be under arrest. And the room is all pink." I said, pink. He says, yes.
Oh my God.
The people who do analyze people and everything else, the Kelly type of folks out there, they say that pink is a calming color, very calming.
I
Now these
if it's
people,
light,
well, this room was
right,
light pink.
right,
It wasn't
right.
a almost red color
Right.
or anything like that. It was just a light shade of pink. Just, nothing overly out there.
Right.
Now, these people here are in protest,
Yeah.
screaming and hollering and carrying on and making like they're jackasses.
Well, there was a bunch of them dressed as frogs also that had grouped together, and they were coming down the street, hippity hopping along.
That's 3 steps below a jackass.
Well, there was one there. Then there was some dressed up and labeled as lice.
That's the dump jackasses.
They were labeled as lice because they were saying no lice, no lice, and I'm like no ice, and I'm like, I just, I'm all for people in the right to protest, but I don't understand.
Are you guys this desperate to get attention?
I don't understand the need to dress up.
I don't either. Are you so desperate for attention that this is the kind of thing you have to do? You have to get attention.
Here's one right here, and I know people can't see it. I'll put the link on our page. Frogs Together Strong. And they have 2 people dressed up as frogs holding hands with a sign that says Frogs Together Strong. What does that mean? What is all I mean, if you're out there protesting, I'm going to put the link. Y'all have to click on it.
You guys are just.
I'm just like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why are we dressing up as frogs and lice? And
I know a lot of people that are way down and being real stupid, but these people make them look intelligent. By comparison, the people that I have labeled as being, somewhat disturbed and out there and missing a few screws and that kind of stuff, they're.
Well, I have a new app I downloaded yesterday.
And it is called?
The White House.
The White House.
They have an app now that you can download.
Oh, goody.
You can get all the latest news.
Their version of the latest news, yes.
You can get live streams as they're happening. You can get a gallery of pictures.
Oh, goody. But are they autographed?
You can go to news, like right here, the latest news, with Treasury to convene talks on private credit market risk. That's important. And then right here, you've got news releases, briefings, actions, and fact sheet. So you can go to your Google or your iPhone, whatever, and go to Google and download whatever is appropriate.
That's cool. In the middle of the night when you can't sleep and you need somebody to help you sleep, do that.
Charlie called. Well, I did it just because I was interested. I wanted to see what it was all about.
If you're bored, download that app so that it will help you go to sleep very quickly. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I was just listening to Kelly talking about she downloaded an app for the White House.
That was Lee doing that.
That's Lee.
I apologize. Lee,
That's okay.
Lee, you downloaded an app for the White House, correct?
Yeah, it's called the White House.
And Rayford, here's one thing that I got from what you said. You said their version.
Of course. If there's any,
are you more liberal or more conservative?
Yeah, conservative. If any government agency, and I don't care which one it is, and I don't care whether they're a conservative agency, a liberal agency, their version is what they release. That is not necessarily all of the news there. That's not a news. That may be what they call a news release, but that's the information they want us to have. And that's all. Period.
I saw something I think 2 days ago where these, I'm not sure if they were attorney generals from each state. They were being grilled about who won I guess it was the 2024 election. And not one of them would go on record. And I'm like, these horrible Democrats. Turns out
Yeah.
No. Yeah. They admitted that Trump won the last election, but the one that Biden stole from them. Yeah. I mean, hey, do you think that
was the 2020 election, and Trump still claims that Biden stole it from him. The facts and figures prove differently. The numbers don't support that.
So listen. I'm a very simple person, but aren't they done by electronic voting type devices? Is there any chance that those voting devices in certain states weren't properly monitored, or do you believe 100% that once those voting devices were sent to each state, that no centimeter of manipulation could have taken place? Do you agree with that?
I cannot tell you definitely that that's the case. That everything was perfect. They have found no information, nothing on, even in the places where it was challenged. Even under those, if every one of the votes that they questioned, that the Republicans questioned and challenged, if every one of those votes was just handed over to Trump, he would still have lost. So mathematically, he could not win. Was there any possibility? There's always a possibility that something could be done. If it's done on any significant scale, Charlie, I'm telling you, somebody is, even if they don't like Donald Trump, would have had enough feelings for the United States of this America to tell somebody. Somebody, a whistleblower, would have blown the whistle on it. If there had been any deliberate, intentional, with malice aforethought efforts to change this election, send it in one direction or another, he would have blown up.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Explain it to me like I'm a very simple person. Who's in charge of putting those voting machines in place where they determine all votes, whether they're legal or illegal people, whether they're mailed-in ballots, whether they're military ballots, or any other type of ballots? I'm very serious. Have you educated yourself? Who's in charge of that process? What's the name of the company? Are they officially recognized by each party? Do you know that?
Let's go. Who is in charge of the election system? First of all, that's going to be, each state has a board of elections, so they're in charge of the states. Elections are conducted, even federal elections are conducted by the states, individual states. Each state does its own election, has its own election process. Now, the machines, there's more than one company that manufactures these machines. They're all computer controlled these days. I don't think there are any more punch cards out there, are there, Lee, that you know of? Remember those stupid little things you had to punch in them to make them work? And so I don't think there's any of that. I think it's all computer controlled. Now, whether we do our part or not will determine whether that ballot that we mark actually goes through the machine. If you mark, for instance, the two names that on one where it says vote for one, that race is tossed out. Your vote will not count for anybody. If you don't mark somebody and you try to, and you color outside the lines, but you don't do inside the lines enough, it could be bounced out. But I mean, it would have to be pretty obvious that you just drew one little line through it or something, because the machines are fairly sensitive. That wasn't always the case. I've watched the demonstrations. I've seen the demonstrations. I've seen demonstrations where several companies were vying for the contracts for, like, the state of North Carolina.
I think they should put some sort of system in place where people that are able-bodied, whenever the election date comes up for the primaries or the presidential election, people that are able-bodied, where they can walk to a facility, let's pay them for the day off, the 2 days off, they're going to wait patiently because we have to assume that there's massive cheating going on. So we want to compensate them. We want to make sure they have water. That, maybe there's like a sprinkler device where they, let's give them a couple finger sandwiches. And then let's make sure that the individuals that are elderly that can't put their votes in, that there's not somebody manipulating their vote. Where it's like, so you got to figure it out. I think the popular vote would go to the Republican Party. It's so disturbing what's going on in this country.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know that you're wrong. I don't know that there's back to the voter part. Allowing everybody to vote is a goal. I really, you can't require them to vote. Here in this county alone, only 11% turned out for the primary a month ago. I'm still going to harp on that, by the way. 11% is nothing. Do you understand? And in this congressional district,
how many people are in your county?
200. Well, there are 129,000 voters, registered voters.
Registered
And so how many people turned out? 11,000. How many people?
No, 14,000 turned out. That's 11%.
Why is that? Why did only 14?
I don't know. I've tried to get any one of them to call in and talk to me and say, "Here's why I wouldn't go vote," and I still haven't gotten them. The ones that I've heard about that they've claimed to other people is because my vote won't matter anyway. It doesn't really matter. I don't know who to vote for. I mean, to be that uneducated when it comes time to vote. One guy was quoted as saying, well, there were several, apparently. I forgot there was an election. I didn't know about it. I didn't know what day it was.
So are the people in your county, like, listen, I'm older. I've lived in metropolitan cities for a good portion of my life. I only voted in one election because I didn't care. So why don't they vote? And with their vote, why don't they vote?
I don't know. I can't get them to give me a straight answer. I just don't. I think they're lazy as crap.
Huh. I don't know.
Okay.
So if you guys, okay, I'm going to ask you guys, both of you, a good question. You're going to, you know, Charlie finally said something. He brought something positive to this program. Who was the first president of the United States of America that both of you voted for? Who was the first person you voted for?
Let me see.
Well, I had to be 21 in those days. Who did you vote for? Your first one should have been probably 72.
74.
74. No,
So-
never was there.
Well, Richard Nixon was a president from 60. What?
Well, he resigned.
Yeah,
remember.
to 74, right. And then Gerald Ford was
2 years.
elected August
he was-
1974. So that would have been.
No, he was never elected.
That's right.
He was.
He was
He took over as
appointed.
VP.
Yeah. Okay.
And it wasn't even an elected VP. He replaced.
That's right. That's right.
couple
List of presidents. President 1974. I think I came in.
66 was the presidential year, right? Yep. 64 was 64 was a presidential year. 68 was the next one. 72, 76.
To find the
And
president.
that's when Carter took over after the Nixon scandal in 76. First one I voted for would have been in 68, I think. Would have been.
Well, let's just put it this way. The first time I voted was in 1974. So
Okay.
I was old enough. I did it. That's when it was only 13.
But you didn't have a president. It wasn't a
No,
presidential year.
it was not
So
a
your
presidential
first
year.
presidential year would have been 76.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. So that's what Charlie was asking. I'm older.
No, I was just curious who you guys voted for.
Who we voted for?
No, the first time you voted.
When we voted.
No,
Yeah.
the-
Okay.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
first time. Yeah.
Yeah. I never voted for Hillary Clinton.
Never thought about it? Did it ever like cross your mind when you got to the ballot box?
You got to be kidding
You're
me.
like, you know what?
You got to be
I'm part
kidding
of
me.
this struggle.
With her history, her history was so well known to anybody who looked into it that, I mean, she should have been excommunicated from Arkansas even. They should have booted her out of the county, the city.
72, 476.
I saw something on the social media yesterday with Elizabeth Warren.
Oh.
She's like, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm just so angry. I'm ready to fight back. She's got like, what, $8 million in the bank? If you've got over like $2 million in the bank, you're not allowed to be angry. And we all know for the fact that she's got.
You know what? There is the quote for the day that really could be on a bumper sticker. If you've got over $2 million in the bank, you have no right to be angry. I like that. That's not bad.
Yeah, dirty money and go on.
And it's really funny. You should watch the video. She's like, she's surrounded by these like 19 to 21-year-olds, and they're wearing masks. It's like they're still in COVID time.
No, they're ashamed to be around her.
I don't know, but she's just proclaiming. She's just proclaiming. You have no idea, youngsters. I'm angry, and I'm gonna. It's so goofy. Anyway, listen. Hey, by the way, hey guys, can I say something you're never gonna hear? I'm a big fan of taking care of your teeth, and I'm not getting sponsored by this, but it would be cool if they would sponsor me. If you want to floss your teeth after you eat, Oral-B Glide is the best flosser you're ever going to get. It's Oral-B Glide.
Just like a commercial there, didn't it?
Well, I have to go to the dentist Thursday. I'll see if they have some.
Oral-B Glide.
No, I use it all the time. It's Oral-B Glide, Scope, Outlast, and I get the 75 package. It smoothly goes between each of your teeth and massages your gums. It's the best.
Okay.
Will it work on my back too?
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Oral-B Glide.
It's funny. Like it's like 2 weeks from now, like the CEO of Scope's like, Oral's like, wait, what is the show? Who's this guy promoting? It really is a great product. Anyway, you guys have a good day. And
thank you, Charlie.
I just want to add real quick that on the app also there is a place where it says text President Trump. Do you think he'll get it as I text him? I'm gonna ask if he'll call our show. All right.
I asked for Donald Trump to call, and he did. But what he was running for president the first time in 2015 or 16.
Live check for
and I had him on the air.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm going to message him straight from my phone.
He's not even listening to me.
I know what you said.
I did have him on the show.
Yes. Okay.
The real Donald Trump. But he wasn't president. He was running.
Right.
It was his son, Junior, who called.
Right. Kimberly and Newbern at a dinner one night. He's a lot taller than you think.
I saw him and his brother Eric in Las Vegas.
Doggone it.
At the
I give up.
Biggest gun show in the world every year, the SHOT Show.
Right. The SHOT Show. What's the SHOT Show?
It's the biggest gun show in the world.
But
every year.
It's called the SHOT Show?
The SHOT Show. Manufacturers from all over the world present their guns.
Nice.
They show them off, and that's how I ended up with one of the guns that I've got now. I saw it. It was brand new. Ruger, not Ruger, 6 Hour had it, and they just come out with it. And I had a permit that I could buy guns for a store here in Oslo County.
I used to have one. I had a federal firearms
license. That's what this was. I had that with me, and I was their designated representative at the SHOT Show, amongst other things. So I picked it up. I called. I told the lady who owns the gun shop, I said, I'm buying 2 guns. She said, what are they? And I told her, she, oh my God, get more. I said, they only allow 2 in North Carolina at first, and you're going to get both of them, but one of them is mine. She said, okay. So we got the first 2 guns of this particular kind in North Carolina. And I'm still wearing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a collector's item.
I don't talk about mine. Nobody needs to know about mine. Just be surprised.
Every one of the barrels on the fore part of the barrel, or every one of the guns I got, it says smile, wait for the flash.
Oh, do you know what? We've been sitting here talking about it, and a lot of podcasters are getting dinged by YouTube for saying the GUN word on their podcast. So we'll wait and see if they come after us.
Well, we're done.
Yeah, it's just a lot of new rules on YouTube now. I mean, all they'll do is send you a warning. You can't say the word GUN. You can't say the word RAPE when you're talking about sexual assault. Yeah, they've come out with a new things where there's certain words that you cannot actually say when you're YouTubing a podcast. I'm like, what? But they'll certainly let them say other words, because some of those podcasters,
remember the son of the dead Iranian supreme leader?
Yeah, isn't he
We
deceased?
thought Mashtaba Kamini,
Oh my gosh.
we thought was killed or seriously hurt, right? In another
Right.
airstrike shortly after taking over as supreme leader from his daddy, who was
Right.
killed. He hasn't been seen, but he supposedly has just released his fourth written message since he supposedly died. In the latest message, he mourned IRGC Navy Chief Commodore Alireza Tangsiri, calling him a brave commander who attained martyrdom after years of struggle. He's found the virgins. Tangsiri was killed in an Israeli air strike. On a related note, a man wanted by Interpol for bombing a Jewish community center in Argentina back in the 1990s has taken over as the commander of that Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. The same one that this other guy who was just killed was the commander of. Now, this other guy, Interpol's had him on their hit list since the 90s and trying to find him.
Wow.
Well, now they know where he is. He's become the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Ahmad Vahidi surfaced and without a doubt will be painted, that means targeted, by Israelis for extermination. The Israeli military has a long memory. He was Iran's interior minister in the past and was responsible for the logistics and security of the regime, which in practice meant the systematic crackdown on civilians. Crackdown on civilians is what this guy was known for.
Wow.
Doing his own people in. He's described as a fundamentalist with Iranian blood on his hands. That's a quote. The Iranian citizens have a good reason to help put a red dot on his back, too.
Well, what's this with a key U.S. ally blocks airspace to military flights over Iran, escalating standoff with Trump? And it's Spain. Spain has blocked U.S. military aircraft from its airspace and denied access to the Raqqa and Moran bases over the Iran conflict. Trump's ban.
Spain, you might want to reconsider that move.
What is going on? That's a mess over there. It is a pure mess.
Trump doesn't make friends easily, and of foreign
we know
nations,
that.
and any one of them that snubs him on any occasion becomes his worst enemy, and he makes it known. He is not a good politician. I like that about him.
Right.
But I'm also a realist in knowing that those things don't work.
Right.
Not being a decent politician, if that's all you've got going for you is you're a good politician, then I don't care for you at all. I would rather you be a really good man and a good woman who's been elected by we the people, and then you are smart enough to know that you've got to do this and this and this and this to maintain good relations. I mean, how many people have we had who called us let's put it this way, over the years, how many people do you think that I've had call this show that were jerks?
Oh, we've had our share. We've had our share of wonderful people, and we've had our share of crazies.
There will be a few.
Yes.
There will be a few.
It happens.
And over, what has it been, 15 years? There's been a lot that I've dealt with. But it's okay. I can deal with them.
Right.
We
just hang.
No, I don't just hang up. If they get really out there in la la land, I will hang up on them.
Right.
After when they cross a line.
Mm-hmm.
And the line is, it's fairly clear. But when they cross the line, yes, click.
Right. Yes.
And then I don't take any more calls from them for a long, long time.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, and we're not the only talk show. It happens to all talk shows. It's just nothing new here.
But I learned to live with people who do things like that, or I ignore them, one or the other.
I guess you can mute your phone, but it doesn't mute your reminders.
It doesn't mute your
It doesn't mute. Yeah, I have an eye appointment.
I'm hungry too.
I have an eye appointment this afternoon. That's
Well, you could see that. Why do you need to listen?
C. Could you move it closer, please? H.
Just make those things bigger.
Make them bigger.
What you need to do is when you walk into the room, turn around and memorize the lines.
I've done that before. You know, you do it so many times as Steve that you know what they are without even looking at them.
Yeah.
I'm like, isn't that kind of cheating? Defeating the purpose?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself doing that?
Yeah.
We all do, don't we?
No,
How
but
about you, Steve?
My problem is I forget them by the time I get in there and they ask me about it because they talk too long.
Get up there
Hey,
and look.
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Oh my!
Oh.
I'm sitting in traffic, so if I
Oh, my. I'm
distracted.
sorry. Where are you, in your driveway?
No, I'm headed to Moorhead, and they got construction going on about midway.
Oh,
We're down to one lane and 5 mile an hour. So
I could have called you
I figured I'd give y'all a call.
I could have called you at 2 o'clock this morning and suggest you leave then. Maybe you could have made it by now.
Well, I had other errands this morning before I headed this way
Well,
that were time sensitive.
oh, I got you.
Uh,
So, your garden is ready. You got anything bearing
I did.
fruit yet?
I got 12 pepper plants in yesterday and 8 tomatoes.
Nice.
Oh,
Well, those should be
I learned
fun.
another little secret from the millennial gardener that I'd never really thought about.
that is.
And he said, you know how when you trim your tomato plants because you're going to bury them deep?
Yep.
He said that you need to trim them the day before you plant them so that you give those cuts time to heal before you put them in the dirt, because that's a way that,
Oh, the bugs could get in.
well, and different types of bacteria and stuff
Yeah,
can get
that's
in
what I
and
mean.
cause you issues that way, yeah.
Oh, good darn.
And,
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned about gardening and music is I learn something new all the time.
Well, I'm getting ready to put some tomato plants out, so that is an absolute perfect, and it makes all the sense in the world.
Can I tell you both something that I did a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
I had bought a small tomato because I was making a special dish and needed one. And some of the seeds I
Oh.
took out and wrapped it in a wet paper towel and put them in a plastic bag. Guess what? They sprouted. So I put them in the soil this week to see what they would do.
Really?
Yeah.
Was the tomato any good that you ate?
It was fine. It was nothing. It was nothing like those little cherry tomatoes that you gave me last year.
The Sweet 100, so you're not going to beat those, period.
Those are so good. But anyway, and
We all agree on that one.
And I have a pepper plant growing from a pepper seed that I planted
Really?
from a store-bought pepper, which is a hothouse pepper, hothouse tomatoes. We'll see. It's just an experiment.
Well, that's good.
I'll tell you something else. I've seen also, Lee, is that you can just take and slice a tomato
Yes.
and take that slice and lay it on the ground and put a little bit of mulch over top of it.
Sounds
And
good to
the
me.
seeds in the tomato and the water from the tomato will germinate the seeds.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen that done before too. I hadn't actually tried it because I always get seedlings, but
Yeah.
I've seen people do that before as well.
Well, I've actually thrown tomatoes out in the yard. Back in the bushes,
Mm-hmm.
and before that were rotten or soft or whatever. I didn't bring them in the house. If they're beyond vine ripen, I discard them. I'm just, I can be picky when I'm growing my own. I just throw them back there, and they have actually sprouted and produced plants, which I had dug up and planted because it was early enough in the season.
Right.
And they gave me tomatoes before the end of the season.
Isn't that crazy?
I was going to say, let me tell you about the weirdest tomato plants I've ever seen.
Okay.
I was doing control work at the Greenville Waste and Water Treatment Plant.
Oh, okay.
And once the effluent, the water has been processed, goes out, they got what they call spraying fields where they spray that sewage over the top of a big green field. It had the prettiest tomato plants with the prettiest, biggest, reddest tomatoes you ever seen on it.
Oh my God.
Nobody would eat them though.
Wasn't there a song about the what was it? The cucumber plants. The cucumbers go bigger over the septic tanks. There was something about that. It's something
I've
about
heard that, but
spoof song somewhere.
I don't want to grow anything
I was
over a
gonna say,
septic
almost
tank.
anything's going to grow well over, over your septic line. The same
Yeah.
principle.
No.
That effluent water is very high in nitrogen.
Yeah,
not doing
what
it.
you do is you just look for if you don't know where that line is going to your septic tank, coming from
I
your
don't
septic
have
tank.
a septic
Here's
tank.
the way you used to. Here's what you do is you look for the greenest grass out there, and that's where the septic tank line runs.
That's a lot of caca. I am not
Linda,
growing anything over a
it's a fact,
septic tank.
The wastewater treatment plant was the one that
Nope.
was the oddest to me because those tomato seeds would make it all the way through the system
Yes, that's
and
amazing.
be sprayed out on that field, you know. And I always say, and like I say, it was the prettiest tomato plants I've ever seen in my life. They were gorgeous, dark green.
My grandmother would have loved that. My granddaddy used to. He did because he was a tobacco guy, right? So, but my grandmama, she loved tomatoes, and she liked to sell tomato plants. So Johnny, don't forget my tomato plants. So he had a small bed set up, just like a tobacco bed,
Mhm.
covered and everything else, and nitrogen pumped in. Had the whole kit and caboodle going. And he just sowed tomato seeds in there.
Well, just so you
Regular sowed
know,
them in there. And then she would go through, and when the tomato season came on and the
Mhm.
word spread through the community, her regular customers, and they would come by, I want a dozen of them. I want a dozen plants. And there was a dozen for a dime. There was no dirt on them. They pulled them up like you do tobacco plants. You've done that, right, Steve? You know, you've seen that.
Oh yeah.
You just pull them out of the ground because they were about 8-9 inches tall,
Mhm.
10 inches maybe. They just pull them out of the ground. They had a root system on them, and she would wrap them in wet newspaper.
Wow.
And here you go. Give me a dime. Here's your dozen plants.
Wow. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. Well, I know I'm anxious to get started, but I really want to move my garden, but where I want to move it to, I can't yet until I fix the fence or redo the fence. So I know I need to get busy.
You better hurry.
I better hurry.
You got a good
yes.
day today to do it.
I know. No, it's not happening today.
Oh, so always got an excuse.
I have an eye appointment in the middle of the day. Look, these eye appointments are once a year, and you know how hard it is to get them? You have to make them a year in advance. Because if you don't, you're not getting in.
I just call them and say, I got a scratched eye. And then they come on in.
Yeah.
Hey, on a different note, I heard you explaining the reality of election fraud to one of the callers this morning.
Am I right or what?
I would disagree with you. Right?
Oh, it figures.
I would say there was massive election fraud and interference in the 2020 election, and I would point to the people who got indicted for filing false slates of electors.
Uh-huh.
You know, official federal documents were
that was smooth,
fraudulently
Steve.
filed. The Brad Raffensperger, the guy from Georgia,
Smooth.
Okay, now
he was pressured to try and change the election. It was actually the most election fraud we had ever seen in 250 years of this country.
did the
But it
election
was all perpetrated by the high up Republicans.
were any of the fraud cases, did they result in any votes that would have caused Donald Trump to win the election?
No, you were correct about that.
Okay.
Even if they would have now the fake slate of electors, that was huge. You know, they actually filed those documents with the archives, so they falsified federal documents. Had that gone through, I don't know the calculations on that, but that would have been major because that would have overturned the state's election, is what that would have been doing. That would have, you know, completely overturned it. There were people who were indicted and prosecuted, and I believe there's some people sitting in jail right now because of it. There's one lady in Colorado. That's the one that Trump wanted pardoned, and they wouldn't pardon her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I would disagree with you, is that there were people who were indicted, and there's been people who've been convicted.
Yeah, I know there's always going to be fraud attempts. Okay. Again, I do not know of any attempts that would have resulted in the change of the election, regardless of the number of votes that were involved.
Right. And I would agree with you on that aspect of it.
I do, but if there is an opportunity, there's going to be a criminal attempt. I don't care what the situation is, whether it's trying to come through my fence in the middle of the night and come on in, but you know that's an attempt, and because they have an opportunity. Their opportunities will soon end, but that's going to be a bad sign.
Yeah.
But those kinds of things do occur. Anytime there's an opportunity, there are criminals waiting out in the wings to take advantage of that opportunity.
Right. And, honestly, when they started looking for fraud, I was a little nervous they were going to find some. With so many people voting and so many people involved in these elections on a local level, I was a little worried. And I'm going to be honest, I was very proud of this country and the redundant systems that we have to make sure that what they were claiming can't happen.
Yeah. There are widespread checkpoints, so many checkpoints out there. Yes, there are going to be people that will try it. There will be people that will try to hack into the computers. The computers are not even hooked up to the internet. You know that can't deliver those votes by the internet here in North Carolina.
Right. Well, and then there's the hand recounts where you take the ballots and you check the machine to see if it was wrong. And I mean that's math, man. You can't,
Yep.
You can argue math if you want to, but that's a fool's argument.
And they always take sample. They will pick unannounced different precincts across North Carolina to do a recount. Period. Bottom line. Hand count them. Do the whole kit and caboodle. It happens. So, and if they find anything, then guess what? It's going to be a widespread recount.
Yeah. Well, and that was, I got nervous too when I did the recount in Arizona, where they did the recount twice, and then they had the something ninjas that had never done anything like that before. Went in there to do a recount. They came up with the same answer. I was surprised by that. I thought for sure Trump handpicked vote counters were going to, come out in his favor, and they didn't. So I was surprised by that as well. No, integrity still matters to some people.
If they ever find anything significant in a recount, you can rest assured that the next recount will involve people with guns and badges and everything else. Will be hanging around doing it.
And I'll tell you something I learned about the election is that if there is fraud, that gets reported at the bottom and goes up the chain. It don't get reported at the top and come down the chain.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to have election fraud, it's going to be your local people that notice the anomaly first, and they're going to report it to the Secretary of State, and the Secretary of State will report it to the federal government.
All the way down the line. You got that right.
Right. It doesn't start with the president, and then they come all the way back down to the local elections trying to figure out if there was fraud.
Yeah, no, the local guys will find it first.
Right. Everybody knows that, I think even MAGA people will say that you have to take what Trump says with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
What bothers me now is that, Trump has always claimed fraud in anything he lost, in golf tournaments, and in the primaries in 2015.
Haven't you known people like that?
I have.
Yeah,
and
we all have.
I get to the point that I don't want to be in a company.
Well, where'd you go again? Was he in a wreck that time?
Don't say that.
That was a sudden drop here. Where'd you go, Steve?
Well, he's probably out there in the midst of all that.
Yeah,
and anyway, there he's calling back.
I must have smiled and hit the button with my face.
I was going to say, do I need to dial 911 for you? I was getting ready to report you.
Right.
Yeah, it sounded like it dropped. I heard a beep, beep, beep.
It sounded to me like a car collision.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting in the parking lot of the Dollar Tree. You can imagine why.
What's going on?
But yeah, he's always claimed, that it was fraud, and that they cheated anytime he lost at anything. And it bothers me that he's already talking about these midterms in that fashion.
Mm-hmm.
That worries me too, and I hope it's misplaced worry like it has been in the past.
Yeah, don't worry yourself over it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, a lot of people. It ain't so much Trump. I feel for those people on January 6th who did what they did based on the President of the United States lying to them.
I don't.
And I feel bad for Democrats who have done things that have been based on lies.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a person in the middle. Never really liked either one. Donald Trump coming into the game changed the equation for me a little bit. It isn't that I like Democrats. I think he's too corrupt to be in any office anywhere. That's always been his thing, his whole life. That's who he's built his persona to be.
We know how you feel.
I know. But so anyway, I won't go on about that. But I wanted to say, yeah, there was election fraud. Just on behalf of the president and his cronies.
Okay.
But
Well,
anyway,
thank you, sir.
thank you,
you're
Steve.
welcome. Y'all
Have a good
blessed
one.
day.
You too.
Well, our favorite person has made it into the studio this
she
morning.
has arrived. Would you
Yes.
please call the police and cancel that bolo?
No. I just happened to check my email and she had sent me one saying she was going to be a little late, but you know what?
Okay.
We'll hold everything for Salem.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
that, except the weather.
Oh, well.
We
that's
have
true.
Salem Clark with Onslow County Tourism
And
back
she's
visiting
smiling.
us again.
She's got a smile that is always present.
I
Have you
know.
ever noticed?
She's just our
So she's either
favorite.
got something to hide or things are wonderful in the world of tourism. I'm
Yes.
not sure which.
I was going to call a couple
I was
weeks
like, it
ago,
could be both.
but I
Could be
saw, I
both.
think you went to Asheville.
I
Were you
did.
at that?
I did.
Why?
I was there for our Visit North Carolina Tourism State
And so you went to
Conference.
see
Yes.
that big old hotel?
I did. We
And
were at
how
the
many times have you been there now?
twice now.
We went twice. One time I went through it, and the second time I sat outside and waited for my wife to do it again. Once is enough.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times with state party
It's like
conventions.
watching reruns on TV.
Right.
Same movie 12 times. Only one or two movies can I watch that I can think of ever that I'd watch.
Well,
more than
anyway, do you
once.
want to do the weather
Oh, we're gonna
before
do
we
the
start
weather.
her?
Yeah, we do.
Before we start Salem?
Yeah.
Before we crank her up?
Oh,
would you,
no.
Would you go get the jumper cables? Checking out the watery marine forecast out to 20 nautical miles. It is tourism perfect weather out there. A slight risk
It
of
is.
25 knot winds today and tomorrow, but in the afternoon. Evenings, yeah, a little bit. As it warms up, the winds start to blow. That's just the way things happen when it's been cool overnight. Most of the situation for the next few days is going to be mostly good. Today, southwesterly winds 5 to 10 knots. That's nice. 2 to 4 footers, 7-second intervals, sounds and rivers of light chop. Tomorrow, pretty much a mirror of today. Southwesterly winds again 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4. Thursday, winds out of the south around 5 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon. Seas, not much to them, 2 to 4, 10 seconds apart. Surfers, I'm sorry. Sounds and rivers flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Today, sunny with a high near 79, southwest wind 5 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 59. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 81. And Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 80. I'll take it.
Yeah, last hour I left out one of the amateur radio operators
Who are you?
on a report. James over there in Bladen County. He was on his way up the road this morning. It was 58 degrees there
Oh, okay.
and clear, like
right.
the ground fog, but not much to it. So anyway.
Well, we're going to talk about only in Onslow and things to do in Onslow.
Only in Onslow. Let me see what. There is nothing only in Onslow except Onslow.
There's lots of things in Onslow to do, though.
We got lots of
Yes.
stuff here.
We're at spring and summer coming up.
Yes.
It's going to involve lots of running, swimming, biking, hiking,
Right.
Those are the big things that we promote.
stuff like that, right?
Yes, we love our outdoors
And the,
here.
Yes.
and the reason is such a great thing to promote. One is healthy. It's
Yes.
one. One, that's a big deal. And two, it brings in a whole lot of people from other areas that want to participate, which is always a good thing. Because once they get here and they see how great we are, they come back.
They do. Sometimes
that's
they
the good-
relocate.
That's right.
Yeah, you're the reason that we have to keep building houses and schools, right?
Maybe a little.
Uh-huh.
And just so everybody knows, I've already put the links on our pages, but if you go to onlyinonslow.com, you can look up all the upcoming events, get ideas on places to go, places to visit, where to stay, things to do. But Salem's going to go ahead and start us off with what's happening.
Did you, as part of your job at any time, decide to figure out Onslow? Who's Earl? Who's the Earl of Onslow?
Oh gosh, you're going to ask
Sir
me a
Onslow?
history.
Sir Onslow, or the Earl of Onslow, way back when. That's how
Yes.
how we got our name, was from the Earl of Onslow.
I knew it was from Earl. I'm like, just don't ask me too many
That's
other questions.
Friday, Rayford.
Friday?
Lisa.
Oh, is Lisa
Oh.
coming on?
Lisa Whitman Grace. She'll be here Friday. She's going to talk history
I'm going
then.
to talk to her about a tree that she doesn't know anything
Yeah.
about. 'Cause it's a very
I'm a
historical
warner
tree.
too.
No, you're not.
Anyway, Salem, so what's happening in
Michael.
Onslow County?
Well, of course, we have Easter coming up. So there
Yes.
are quite a few, there's a couple more events that are going on this weekend.
Good.
Definitely can check out our website for those. One of the big things we're celebrating this year, which Lisa Whitman Grice will talk about when she comes on, is America 250.
Yes.
And we have so many events that are
white
up
and
and
blue.
coming. Yes. So you can go to our website to see those events, or you can go to the Onslow County Museum. We have an America 250 page. So there's a committee that's part of all of Onslow County that is
That's pretty cool.
participating in this. So a lot of us have ordered swag. We're doing great promotion with it.
Oh,
So
That's
yeah,
great.
we're definitely
I
excited.
need swag.
Everybody needs a flag. When
But
this should be the year of the flag. The 250th anniversary
Right.
of this country should be the year of the flag.
Mhm.
Right.
And I know they did a flag contest for the students to represent this year's America
Uh-huh.
250 that will carry on to the
Oh, cool.
next one too. So one of the students won. Maybe Lisa will bring that flag with her. It's
That would
really
be
cool, the
nice.
design
I'd like
that
to
was
see that.
selected.
That will be
Need to let
nice.
her know so she can bring it with
Yes.
her.
I'll send her a message.
Yeah. And then we're also doing EcoFest down at the Environmental Center that the museum is hosting.
Mhm.
So that's going to be tomorrow from 10 to 2 down in Sneeds Ferry. So if you want to come out,
yeah.
different animals and plants we're representing with the American
Really?
revolutionary roots
And that's at
attached to it.
the Onslow County Museum there in Sneeze Ferry.
Mhm, the
Right.
Environmental
Right,
Center.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll be representing oysters
That's
Oysters.
while we're down there.
that's where the
Oh, really?
alligator's at, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love a dead
Yes.
alligator.
Yeah.
We won't
Big.
we won't have actual oysters for you to eat, but
Oh,
a take home craft, and we'll be talking about
Oh,
That's
Um,
pretty cool.
the significance of the oysters.
One of the things about oysters too, I was at a wedding a couple of 3 years ago, and they had decorated oyster shells
Mhm.
with the name of the bride and the groom, and painted them, hand painted all the stuff, handed it out to the guest.
I have a starfish.
Do you?
What a wedding I went to, and they did
Mhm.
that.
On
it
oyster
was-
shells.
No, it was a starfish.
oyster.
The actual starfish. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oysters are a really cool craft
Yes.
to use. You can clean them out and then, of course, paint them
Yep.
or use kind of decorations on
Yeah,
them.
you can do that.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
And
there's
that's
a lot
tomorrow.
of stuff that can be do. You can use small ones. You can make ornaments with them
Mhm.
for your Christmas tree.
Yes.
Equifest. There it is right here. Okay.
Little decorations, red, and green, and whatever colors you want to put in there. Just have some fun with it.
Mhm.
If you paint with some of the lines on an oyster shell, if it depends on what shells you get, if they're fairly smooth, you could do all sorts of decorations with that.
Yes.
There's no two alike.
Mhm.
Not only snowflakes, no
Yeah.
two alike.
It says the Spring Carnival, which is at the Jacksonville Mall, starts March 31st. I thought they had already started.
It might be because it's on our website. It does it each day. So
It's
it may
got-
be that it's
Oh.
showing it for each day on our
Oh,
website.
okay,
Sometimes
I
it pulls
get
it
you.
in each
Yeah, it
individual
says
day.
multiple times March 31st through April 5th. So that would
Mhm.
cover it. Yes. Okay, I get it.
Yes.
Pretty
So
cool.
it's ongoing.
It's ongoing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. And then how about, let me see, when is the 3rd? That's Friday.
Mhm.
You have an Easter egg hunt. Where's that at the farm? Wait a minute, is that Humphreys?
It's probably, I know Mike's Farm is having an event this weekend
This is Lazy Day Farm.
in Lazy Day
Yeah,
Farms.
okay.
Now, is this going to be real eggs?
No,
No.
they never
Probably
do
not.
real eggs. It's always plastic eggs with candy inside.
Ugh, I like boiled eggs and just
Yeah, but Raven-
colored eggs and just.
It's hard to keep control over the healthiness of that boiled egg. Let's just
Well,
say.
I mean, it's okay because it's got the shell on it. So you crack it, it's fine, right?
How do you know it was not cooked a month ago?
Well, it
Who's
should be
going to cook
fine.
them all? At the price of eggs, we can't afford it.
Oh,
I
need to buy
said,
some chicken.
I said at least it's nicer. When we were kids, they used to take shells and then fill it with confetti,
Yeah.
hard, and then we would smash them on each other's heads, and the confetti would go come out. I realized not a lot of
Family
other
did you
people.
grow up in?
I realized no other communities really did this.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Salem.
That was our fun celebrations.
Smashing eggs
So
on the
do you have
head.
anything planned for tomorrow?
So tomorrow I'll be at EcoFest.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
talking about
Fast.
nothing really planned for the special day tomorrow.
Oh,
What's
am I going to do an April Fool's joke?
oh
Probably not.
You're not.
No.
oh dear, I didn't even think about that. Oh gosh.
We did joke
You're
about
forewarned.
Oh my gosh.
we did joke about EcoFest being on the 1st. Would people think it was a joke?
Yes.
You do like pink, right?
I just
You've seen a pink Cadillac, right? a song
don't
about
be
it.
touching my truck.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's what we've got going. A lot of stuff coming up this week, and that's going to keep all the families very busy. You have a right now ongoing Learn and Explore at the Park, which is Leap Week. And which park is that? Let me see. Hammocks Beach State Park. Yes,
Yes, they do programming. They have at least one or two
do a lot of stuff.
programs every single week.
Mhm.
We're also going to
Interesting.
be going down there soon to see their new Hearst building that they renovated.
Oh,
From when the
nice.
Teachers Association was there, they renovated that building. It is now open.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
nice. Yeah,
So
I
they
need
have
to
an
get-
event space now.
I want to get down
at
there
the
and
park.
take a look too at all the new stuff going on. So, anyway, you listeners, you can go to onlyinonslow.com. It has these events. It tells you a lot of stuff. At Onslow Great Outdoors, it goes into the beaches, Hammocks Beach State Park, horseback riding.
Oh, God.
Even
Really?
talks about North Carolina mountains to the East Coast here,
Mhm.
paddling the waterways. There's a lot of people that get out there still in those, what do they call them?
Kayaks.
Kayaks.
and
Mhm.
rowing
Those little
boats.
coffins.
I
Oh,
love to kayak.
do you really?
I
Do you
do.
paddleboard?
Wait till your
I've
back
done
starts-
paddleboard once.
Wait till your back
That's a
starts
lot.
giving out on you. You try to do some of that kayaking crap then.
She's
You'll say,
Well-
where's the outboard motor?
she's a lot younger than us, so she can
No.
handle it. She can handle it.
Well, I have to do it on a day where it's not windy. Otherwise,
Oh.
otherwise it's a
Fighting
little
the
too challenging for me.
Fighting the wind, yes, yes.
I've done that before.
Well, when you've got currents going, like the tide going out,
Mhm.
you go upriver first, and then you park your boat somewhere else, or park your trailer somewhere else, or you have somebody else
Mhm.
drive, take two vehicles.
Yes,
And then you paddle to the one down the road, down
Yes.
the river.
that is definitely better.
Yeah,
I
that's the
seem
way
to
to do
always time it wrong, and I seem to be going against the wind.
That's rough. That is rough. It's just, I tell you, in paddleboarding, you can't go far unless you're conditioned. You're not going to paddleboard much the first couple times because it is full body strength.
Mhm.
It's hard to do.
I had a
gotta
hard
say.
time when I did it learning to turn. I would just kind of stop, and that's the only way I could turn.
Why are you looking at me like
Oh,
that?
I don't. I'm just thinking about all that stuff, and I just go get there and take the 6 lines off my boat, start both engines, and back out, and I turn the wheel to take off and go down the river.
So, have we got anything really huge coming up soon, Salem?
Some of the big events that we have coming up, if you want to run a half marathon on the beach, there's the Sledgehammer Beach Run that the Sports Commission puts on, but you can do a 5K too if you want a little easier
Can
option.
you walk?
Yes.
Start now.
Can we walk?
You'll see me at the end. I'll be the finish line
Aw.
sponsor, so I'll be handing
That's
you
pretty
water
cool.
because that's my form of exercise. Is I just watch other people.
Oh, okay.
And then we do have the Filipino Easter Festival is on April 18th.
That
Oh.
should be a hoot.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
Oh.
Is that the Filipino? What was that?
So it's on April 18th.
There's a lot of stuff on April 18th.
Yes, lots of events.
Lots of events.
That's going to be at Onslow Pines Park. It's a
Okay.
lot of fun. You could do. I always forget exactly how they say it, but they do it's an egg eating contest. But it's their traditional.
Not like that.
Mhm.
hot dog eating contest.
No. This is, I'm going to say it wrong, so I don't want to say it, the name of it, but it's a specific one, and their type of eggs, it has the bird in it,
The
and
what?
you eat it.
The what's in it?
The actual bird is
bird.
actually in it, so you actually eat.
There's a bird.
Yes.
It's
What?
already been alive.
It's a tradition. Well, it's not alive. It's just the way the egg develops, you eat.
No. Embryo like.
hmm
There
But
you go.
it's a tradition.
Oh, I
And
get
so
it. Okay.
people will go up and do a contest who can eat.
That's one I would not win.
win.
I would not win that.
How
one.
many can they eat like that? What did they
I
do?
forget how many last year the winner did.
It's more than one, huh?
Yeah, but it is part of the culture.
Was-
Like
Have
for
you
us,
tried
it's very no.
Were adult beverages involved?
Salem's like, no.
I took video.
Were adult beverages involved?
No, this is a tradition.
Oh, that's
That would
pretty
be a
cool, though.
tradition.
No, I mean,
Drink and eat a live bird. Or
people have
egg.
traditions. That's just one that I've never heard of. And
Mhm.
I'm like Salem. I'd be at the end videotaping.
But that's what I enjoy about
Right.
these festivals. You learn kind of the culture of the
different
area and
cultures.
what they kind of eat, their dances.
We make fun
Right.
of that, but you know what? Do you eat raw oysters?
I do.
I do.
Well, I do. I have.
There's
Yes.
not a whole lot of difference.
Right. No. I do prefer them to be steamed, but I have eaten them raw.
Oh, I love them.
Right out of the water.
I
Mhm.
prefer them Oyster Rockefeller, but I will
Yeah.
eat them raw.
Yes.
Oyster
Yes.
Rockefellers. I got a place for you to go.
Oh,
Not far away.
nice.
Different Oyster Rockefellers.
So here you go, Rayford. April 11th, the Irreverent Warriors Silkies hike.
hmm
That's where they get out and do a run, right?
They walk. It's an awareness and it's for mental health. So the event is only open for military to participate in the walk, but
Right.
Okay.
but people can stand and watch them. Like
Sure.
you can cheer them on along the way, but it's to raise awareness.
Why
Now,
are they
aren't
known
they-
as irreverent? Got my attention.
Well, aren't they? Don't they? It's in a big thing about them wearing their silkies.
Yes, they wear their
Their little
silky
silky shorts that the Marines have that they do PT in.
What's the irreverent part? That they're wearing shorts?
We don't care. They have their silkies on.
Ah,
It's
Just
a
kidding.
national program, so
Right.
they do it all
Yes.
over the place. So they'll
What
be
does that
hosting
mean?
theirs here.
Right.
okay.
And that's over on Henderson Drive. Is
Is
where it
that for
starts.
WDMs too, or just
Well, I imagine, military and their silkies. But silkies have come a long way since back then.
since back when?
Since back when the silkies used to be little. I'm not anyway. The Sledgehammer Beach Run.
Yes,
Stop.
That's the one. That's the half marathon.
yes. So
And
that's
run
one
in
of
the
our.
sand.
Mhm. It's definitely on the beach.
Wet sand or dry sand. So you're gonna be high tide or low tide.
They try to do. They always. That's why they pick the weekend,
Right.
so it's low tide.
Yes,
Otherwise,
that's when it should be.
Yeah.
yes. Otherwise, there wouldn't
Trying
be
to run in that dry sand is not a good thing.
no.
Trying to walk in that dry sand is a bad thing.
And that's being
Trying to drive
hosted,
a bicycle in that dry sand is even worse.
that's
Definitely a
being
workout.
hosted by Jacksonville Onslow
Sports
Sports
commission.
Commission. I see why they call it a sledge, because it's in honor, in memory of Dr. E.B. Sledge.
Yes.
I never knew that.
You did. You just forgot it from last year.
It could be.
You'll learn it again next year.
And then you have the wonderful Polynesian Festival in June.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's Miss
that's-
Mary. Yes.
that's dynamic.
Yes, that is. That is always a lot. And that's just some of the upcoming events. And how did we do 2025 on our tourism in Onslow County?
So we won't have the state full numbers until August. It's always kind of a year behind
Why are they
on
that
it.
slow?
It takes them a little bit of time.
It's government.
It's about May because they have to collect all the data, analyze it, get it kind of formatted. Then they give it to the state tourism. So then they analyze it further down for us to give to us. They try as quickly as possible. They've gotten some of the overall state numbers and they're looking really good. We, as I like to say for 2025, we're leveling out a little bit because we saw such significant increases during COVID. So we doubled our numbers during COVID because we were an easy place to
Yeah,
come
you
to.
could go and
That's pretty good.
you could stay isolated and on the beach.
So our numbers are kind of leveling out from that. So I still see it as an increase overall, but if you kind of look at it from previous years, it's a little bit of a decrease overall with just the occupancy numbers. But I think we're still doing very well in our visitation numbers.
What kind of feedback do you get about what we have to offer here from other folks? People say, why should I go to Onslow County? Onslow County, where in the Sam Hill is that? Why should I go there for what? What do you got to offer there that I can't get somewhere else?
We really highlight a lot of our unique water activities, such as our oyster farm tours, being able to go clamming. Hammock Beach State Park is a really big feature for us. A lot of our kind of different food options that we offer, from international cuisine that's very traditional to our great seafood too.
You take people clamming?
I do.
Really?
Topsail Intercoastal Adventures in Sneeds Ferry will take people out clamming.
Well, that's pretty cool.
We should do something on that.
Yes.
Talk about that one.
Yes,
'Cause
definitely.
that's people who have never been clamming, they don't realize how much fun that
It really is. I didn't know what to expect when I went out.
Did you use your toes or your rake?
My toes.
Okay.
So you kind of shuffle
Yep.
and feel. But gosh, they were so much bigger than I was expecting. I
Yeah.
thought they were little, but man, they were
You
the size
got
of my
You got the
palm.
chowder clam.
Yes.
Yeah, they're great for clam chowder. And anything you're going to chop the clams up. Those nice little ones,
Yeah.
they are the delicacies for steam them.
Yeah. We grabbed the big ones. And like I said, they convinced me to eat it raw. I said,
that's good.
I will not do that again.
Why?
That was not for
Did you
me.
put anything on that?
No,
You ate it just straight up.
straight up.
Good for you.
I tried it.
Wow. I'm
definitely like-
impressed.
I definitely like them cooked.
Yes, I prefer them cooked too. Just a little too
If you ever
slimy.
get it in, you've got a grill of some sort, right? Charcoal grill or whatever. Sometimes get some bell pepper and onions. And when that clam first starts to open up, just when it very first starts, and still slide some slivers inside it. If you can open it raw yourself, which usually takes a hammer and a butcher knife for most people, open it raw and then put the onions and green peppers in there and close it back and let it
You could
steam
just go
and
to the
cook.
Riverview and order some.
That's probably going to be more me.
No, this is really
Right,
cool.
right,
Yeah,
right.
That is really
whatever.
neat.
So, what are some of the big, huge things that are happening for America 250 that you can talk about?
Well, a lot of our America 250, we are kind of adding it onto events that we're already having. So they're taking on an America 250 theme. So, for example, down in Swansboro, they're doing their historic home tour, but they're adding in the element of America 250. So that's going to be the big
cool.
theme
Yeah.
That's cool.
around it.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
The Sports Commission is doing Stars and Strides. So they're doing a race in June that will be specifically themed around America 250. And then the city of Jacksonville and Jacksonville Tourism is going to be putting on Stars, Strides, and Sounds. So it's going to be the Camp Lejeune second division band and another band.
Oh,
So
really?
that's going to be on Flag Day.
Oh,
And it's going to be
nice.
downtown.
Good.
It's going to be
At
a lot of
At
fun.
the Freedom Fountain area?
Yes,
I think
kind of
Newbridge
all
Street,
down
yeah.
on
Newbridge
Newbridge
Street.
Street.
Right.
But that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. That's where they originally were going to do it, but I believe they moved it actually to the Commons. I'll have to double check. That was
Okay.
the original plan. It's so
All right.
hard because we've been planning. But
Yes.
Yeah.
I
understand.
misspoke. But I believe it's going to be at the Commons now.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
We'll get that
All right.
verified.
We'll check
Let
on
us
that.
know
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
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 That would be a great event.
That's-
Not enough is done on Flag Day. Very few people remember,
Flag
even
Day.
remember when it is.
Yeah.
All right. I made a note of it.
And if I can find it real quick, she just sent me the details on it too.
Okay. Second Mardiv band. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's gonna be a great event. It's gonna
What
be a
do
big event.
You know what the other band is going to be with you? You said another band too.
Yes, they got another really good band. I cannot find her email at the moment.
Is there military?
If not, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
just forward
yes,
Is another military band?
yes,
Oh, cool.
I love that.
Excellent.
yes.
Bring it
They
on.
have like a jazz ensemble or something
Yes.
too. Maybe that's it. But they'll have probably a laser show afterwards, I imagine.
So it is at the Jacksonville Commons,
Got it.
Okay.
June 14th, 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
That'd be good.
So the 2nd Marine Division Band in conjunction with the Band of America's View.
Ooh.
So it's a more national band that's
Mhm.
going to come down. So
Wonderful.
they'll have food trucks, beer vendors, military, static displays, and more.
Nice.
They need a land osprey there.
Nice. Nice.
Ought to bring one of the Coast Guard cutters and put it in the pond.
Oh my gosh. And then you have Military Appreciation Day in Swansboro
Yes.
on April. No,
No, it's normally the
June.
June.
June
Normally that
6th.
first Saturday in June.
Right, it's Charlie. June 6th.
hmm
Yes. So that's going to be a big thing. And I imagine they'll really tie in a lot of America 250 with that.
Yes. And then, of course, 4th of July, we're
Right.
going to have Freedom Festival. So the big one with the county. And then, of course, Swansboro will probably do one
Right.
for their.
Yeah, can we bang
Now,
that back
4th of
over?
July, I thought I'm say, yeah, it's on a. So
rock
that's
and
going to
roll,
work out
yeah.
really nice. Really nice. Big.
We have a caller from the other coast. Are they willing to come all the way from LA area? Come
Of
over here?
course.
Yeah, okay. Charlie,
So,
you're welcome to
hook
come
'em up with
celebrate
it.
the 250th with us here in Onslow County if you like.
Well, I don't know anything about Onslow County. I live in California, so you guys are basically in Canada to me. But hey, I'm curious. So the guest on your show right now, does she have a website called Only in Onslow, North Carolina?
No, it's only in Onslow.com. Only in Onslow.com.
Okay, so it's Salem Clark's
Yes.
tips, correct?
Yes.
All right. No, listen, I'm just a random person. So I'm looking at your webpage. It's like you and your friend, or maybe that's your husband or boyfriend. You guys are smiling on a little boat, correct?
I think it's her mother. Is it your mother? Who is that?
Yes, that is my mom. Yes.
Charlie.
I forgot I had that story. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
what?
that's just, you'll have to, the Only in Onslow website is for Onslow County Tourism.
Mhm.
Salem is the director of Onslow County Tourism.
Yes. I
So,
did.
so you obviously you have a cool like travel type blog.
Yes, she's got that, along with Marissa Reeder, who's with Jacksonville Onslow Sports Commission. She has a little blog on here too. I should say little blog. She
Hey,
has a blog also.
can I ask a random question to Salem?
Yes.
Certainly.
Salem, you have absolutely no clue who I am, correct?
No.
Well, there you go. I hope you guys have a nice day.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's Charlie from the West Coast. But Charlie's checking out the page.
Yes.
So,
So that
I
was.
think he's looking for a date.
Oh.
I'm kidding, Charlie. I'm kidding.
oh, don't call back, Charlie. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, so that was our trip ideas. I'm part of a program
Yes.
called Outdoor and Sea.
Mhm.
So we were featuring trip ideas for people to kind of showcase
I
what they
saw
could do
that.
during a day. So I put one on there. Marisa had
Okay.
one. If anyone else really enjoys being outdoors or doing any kind of stewardship in
Right.
Onslow County, please reach out to me. We'd love to hear your story, and you could be included on our
Oh,
page
that's pretty
too.
cool. Yeah, I was just looking at, because I ran across that and I was holding that page open. And you had posted one of the most overlooked areas to recreate or portions of the Mountains to Sea Trail in Onslow County, including Stones Creek Game Lands in
Yes.
Holly Ridge. See, I didn't even know what that was. I've never heard of it before.
That's where they go and play games.
It's right there across where the entrance is for the Sneads Ferry School. There's a church. So it's used as a hunting ground too. So I definitely
Right.
would say
Yeah.
just use caution during hunting season. But the Mountains to Sea does go through it. It's a really cool area to walk through,
Mhm.
especially on the other side when you come out almost
Don't put any antlers on your head.
Yeah.
During deer season.
over.
You're not hellbent.
But it's a really cool trail that we'll go through. And then there's some lakes on the other side.
Oh, nice.
So we hiked one side and got picked up on the other side of it. So otherwise it would have been about a
There's so much
8-mile
here.
hike.
I mean, I grew up here and there's so much here I have yet to see. I visited the Pelletier house a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
That was really entertaining and educational.
And I helped out.
Yes, you showed up. You came also.
And
Yes.
I told them some history.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so Marissa Reeder, well, I know I muted my phone.
No, you didn't.
I did.
It's got it turned on. It's not muted.
This
The
phone is
aliens
about
that
to drive me
control all the
crazy.
phones, so they're in charge of yours.
That was from one of our listeners too. I'm looking at your website. So getting back, after the 4th of July big event, are there still events throughout the rest of the year to celebrate the America 250?
Yes. So there's going to be some small kind of lectures throughout the year. There's also, I had my website pulled up. Let me click on the events portion. There's so many. I have to look at
understand.
my calendar.
I mean,
most
the
of
America
them.
250 is something we're going to celebrate all year.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to go all the way until January. That's when Onslow County officially signed to separate. And so they're going to do that. They're going to recreate that kind of signing at the courthouse
Oh, I like
in
that.
January.
That's good.
That ought to be. Now, who will be handling that?
So the museum is the main one
The museum.
coordinating.
Okay.
So when Lisa Whitman-Grice gets on, she can definitely
Yes.
talk a little bit more.
Yes.
Of course, my phone has froze up. so-
It's okay. I've got the event
I know
calendar
there's,
right out
like I
here.
said, the Onslow County Museum page, if you click on the America 250 page,
Right.
we have all of the events
Okay.
listed
I will
on
get
there.
that
There's
out.
about 20 of them throughout the
Right.
year
Wow.
that we are hosting.
Well, I'm glad you guys are doing this. I remember in
that's
1976 when the 200th was showing up, and a lot of folks.
Let's go to that.
I mean, it was a big push.
Hmm.
The 200th was a huge push, and within a year or two, some of the folks who were there started saying, "You know what? We got to do something for the 250th."
Hmm.
I'm like, "Really? 50 years from now, you're already thinking about it?" Well, it's here. It's
Yep.
here, folks. It's
Yes.
arrived. So that's cool.
Well, unless I know a lot of people listening are familiar with you from being on the show, but explain to the people who are listening for the first time what Onslow County Tourism does.
Yes. So our job is we market to visitors to come stay overnight and to explore, to see all the things to do, eat, and stay while they're here. So, of course, for those who don't know, we are funded through occupancy tax. So that is a tax on the hotels and vacation rentals. 3% is collected, and then we're completely funded through that hotel tax. So a lot of it is we push people here, stay the night. It then funds us to continue marketing. But a lot of times tourism in a way plays into economic development and into the community, because as more people come in and spend money, that increases sales tax, which then leads to more jobs in the area, more money being spent, and of course more money then goes to the counties and the cities for them to use
Yeah.
towards everyday
Recreation and
operations.
everything else that everybody wants. You want better roads. You want
Yes.
this. You want that. Somebody's got to pay for it, and that's a great way to do it.
Yeah. So we always say it's a circular
It is.
spending level. So the more people that come here, and of course, then it always brings more businesses and attractions as people start coming in. So a lot of times you'll see growth when visitors start coming a lot
Sure.
more.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of folks that have been places they really liked on vacation. I
Right.
know a lot of business people who have actually set up businesses or moved
Hmm.
their operations to various locations because they vacation there every year.
Yes.
I've seen in this area, more to the south, because that's where I spent more of my time, folks who came as they were little kids,
Hmm.
8, 10 years old. They came with their parents to that area every year on vacation. They never got bored. They liked it. And when they got older, they got married, then they carried on the same tradition.
Hmm.
There were more, and then a lot of them started moving as they got older and retired. Those who vacationed every year, that was always fun to talk to them because they said, we vacation here every year, so we decided we're going to move here when we retire. Duh. We
Yes.
sort of have the same thing here with the military.
Hmm.
They got here and they liked it. I was talking to a Marine the other day. He said, I said, why did you stayed here? Why did you, people, he said, I spent 4 best years of my life right here,
Yeah.
period.
Mhm.
So, and they said, I just decided to stay. I didn't have another home.
Yeah.
I'd been moved around all my life as a military brat. His dad was a Marine. So I got here and I liked it. So I just stayed.
Yeah. That's kind of how I was. I
Uh-huh.
originally grew up in Texas, but I love North Carolina and I
Yeah.
definitely love the coast.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got a
You
job
have a
offer in
lot of
Texas.
stuff coming up. I
Yeah.
found the page and I shared it. Yeah, there's another Red, White, and Salute concert and beer garden event November 6th at the Jacksonville Commons. They had the Christmas holiday parade, and this year's theme is Star Spangled Holiday.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
I'm
I
getting ready to plant my
love
garden.
that.
Can I plant beer in my garden? Hey, you got a beer garden thing there you're talking? Can I grow beer in the garden?
You can try it out. I don't know if you'll be successful.
Well, I wonder if
Oh,
it'd
yeah.
be legal.
So, do you know? I'll probably have to ask Lisa this, but the Semper Fidelis exhibit, is that year long? I know it opened
Yes.
February.
It is going to be year long. They'll
Okay.
change it during the summer for their kids' camps to kind of
Right.
modify it for the children.
Okay.
But that is going to be a year long exhibit
Very
that
nice.
people can go
Very
to.
Have you got anything planned to coincide with the grand opening dedication of the Carolina Museum of the Marine?
So I think it's going to be big on its own. A lot of people
Yes.
coming out. I think with the restraints of the size and the parking, it's just going to be kind of a normal
Right. Okay.
normal opening.
Yeah, I understand that.
We'll probably,
Hey.
like I said, it's a lot of, I feel like it's pretty well advertised in what they're going to be offering, but definitely I've kind of seen a little bit of sneak peek inside. It's definitely going to be something worth checking
I
out.
can't wait to go. We should have somebody from the museum here next
Yes.
week also to talk about that. So,
Yeah, I know they're excited.
yes,
It's been
yes.
a long time coming.
Yeah.
We've
has
been
been.
talking with them for a couple months. So,
Mhm.
excited to have them on next
and
week
then,
too.
later in the year, we got the swimming pool opening at the YMCA.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's going to be in the fall.
Any talk of tourism tying into the swimming pool? Is Charlie? Any tourism thing, upcoming events yet?
That would probably be something maybe Sports Commission might reach
Oh,
out
that's
to
right,
if there's
Marissa.
any
Right.
kind of tournaments that way. For the most part, I think they are focusing a little more.
There will be some swimming.
Towards
I know that,
community,
yeah,
but
yes,
which is going to be
yes.
good. So.
I'll have
Mhm.
to get up with Marissa too. Okay, and Marissa, yes. I used to get those two mixed up all the
I
time
know it.
because they're both just as cute as can be
Yes.
and just as sweet as can be.
I
Yeah,
think
yes.
she might take offense to that.
No, and
So I'm
Wow.
definitely way short.
two of my favorite guests to come on this show,
Dynamite sweltering.
Salem and Marissa.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
The
great
dynamic
people.
duo. There we go.
Yeah, could you imagine putting you both? Well, you work side by side just about, don't you?
We did because we
Yes.
both were at the chamber, so
Right.
both of our offices, and then we're friends too.
Yeah, that's nice.
So,
So,
well, I'm glad to see that we're not going to let this year go by
No.
without. I hope it goes by without something, but in particular in the fall. But I'm just glad that we're celebrating.
yes.
We need to celebrate this.
Well, I at least wanted to tell you because you always ask me, and you didn't ask
I'm
me
going to
this
ask
time.
you what you got in the way of fishing.
Yes, I actually had a fishing travel writer out,
Yay.
and he featured us in Louisiana's fishing guide.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
talked about Swansboro,
Uh-huh.
Red Drum. It was NC Charters Fishing. That's
Okay.
down in Sneads Ferry. I laugh because I went out. I don't know if I had talked to you
You
when I did it.
haven't.
So I was my first time fishing. So I
Uh-oh.
caught a red drum.
Did you caught one?
And so I'm pictured holding the red drum. Now I
Was
did struggle to reel it in myself,
Was it-
but I
was
was
it too
happy.
big to
It was
keep?
too big to
Yeah,
keep.
oh.
Mine was the only one too big to keep.
Oh, yay.
So it's just a little too big. But I did catch a sheep's head. So that was,
yeah.
You could
That
take that
was
home and have
fun.
that one for dinner.
but they were all joking with me because we had the little crabs that we were using as bait. And I
Sandpipers.
kept telling them sorry every time I kept putting the hook in them. They
You
were making
apologize
I was
to the, you
I was
apologize to the
apologizing.
bait.
I used to
was.
apologize to the crickets. I do the same thing to the crickets when I stuck that hook right up their backside. I'm so sorry, but I understand, Salem. I understand. It's hard
Oh my.
when you take the fish off the hook and throw it in the cooler, and it's. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I understand.
Yes. But I thought you would be excited.
I am.
Yeah, I am excited.
I was
have a
planning-
big story.
I
And
was-
then
I was waiting for
we
you.
also got in the state tourism guide for this year, instigator fishing or diving charters.
Oh,
So
really?
to talk about our diving,
Diving. Good.
our
Wow.
diving adventure with them down in Swansboro too.
Did you
really-
dive?
Oh no, I don't dive.
Not yet.
Oh,
I've seen them come back with their lobsters they've caught
Right.
from their diving trips, which
That
are
is-
impressive.
Oh, wow. We don't tell everybody there
Here
are
in
wonderful
Larcos?
lobsters here.
Yes.
oh
No, we
my
don't.
gosh.
He's like, be quiet.
You know,
Why didn't you ever tell me?
There's a photograph, a charter out of Wrightsville Beach. I think they went out to a
Right.
particular location there. And the spiny lobsters, they don't have claws. That's what we have here, right? And spiny
Mhm.
lobsters, they're the southern lobster, clawless. Yeah, I like them better. They're sweeter to me,
Mhm.
but that's because I've eaten a lot of them. But they have two antennae that come out of
Mhm.
their heads too. They're feelers or antenna, whatever you want to call them. And there's at the base of it where you can hold on to those lobster by the antenna after they're been rendered dead
Mhm.
or whatever. And there's a picture at the dive center with a guy holding the lobster here as he's standing up, and the tail is dragging the floor.
Mm,
Okay.
Wow.
mm,
I haven't
mm,
seen
mm.
one that big. The one I saw they did was about half the size of me when I.
Yeah.
Oh my
held it up.
There's
gosh.
some big
That-
lobsters out
Mhm.
there. Really big
Wow.
lobsters.
Yeah.
Biggest lobster I ever got was at 5 pounds. No, 7 pounds. I got that in Cuba.
Well, I imagine once we build the big civic center in the city, that's really going to keep you busy too.
Yeah, we'll probably get it. Definitely a lot of groups coming
Yes,
in.
yes. Because I was just looking at the music, theater, and arts page, and we don't have a lot right now going on. I mean, we have some nice things like the Artwork Studio, Council for the Arts, Jacksonville
Mhm.
Performing Arts, Wine and Design. But I imagine once they build that civic center,
Mhm.
whew, girl, you're going to be busy.
We hope so. And
Yes.
definitely bring in a lot more people
Yes.
into the area.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you
Of
so
course.
much.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, we were
And-
looking forward to
and
seeing
go
you again.
fishing. You know, you need to do that for some fun sometime. Just get out there.
Next time Rachel
like to
takes the
s-
boat out, I'll call you.
I like to sit on the boat
Yeah.
and enjoy the views.
Yes.
We always need decoration too.
Yes. So that's
You know-
our little mermaid.
You know those off the bow,
Mhm.
the people that are hanging over. We could strap you up there
No.
underneath the bowsprit.
Mm,
Again, only if it's a calm day.
yes. Yes.
Only a calm.
Oh,
I realize my motion sickness doesn't do too well
no.
offshore.
I'll give you a little hint then. Go ahead and get yourself a bottle of, not Dramamine, get yourself a bottle of ginger.
Mm.
The ginger
Mhm.
pills, capsules, they make.
Mhm.
And you can take those even if you're feeling sick. Dramamine, you take it when you
Right.
start feeling
Mhm.
sick, you're going to get sicker.
Yes.
That's just the way that works.
Right.
Take your Dramamine a few hours or an hour or so before you get on a boat, then
Mhm.
you can eat ginger capsules or get some real honest to goodness ginger ale, not
Okay.
some of the knockoff
Mhm.
brands and stuff. Get some real honest to goodness and drink that. You can drink that the whole time.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that
You
next
notice,
time.
have you ever noticed a lot of people order ginger ale on an airplane?
Yes.
There's a reason for that. It calms the stomach.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then you get used to it and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Hopefully.
Okay, Salem, thank you. We do appreciate your time.
Of course.
always.
Thank you for having me out.
Pleasure.
Please make arrangements to come back.
Will do.
The doors are the gates
Keep
open.
up with you.
All right. Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you, Salem.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye. Okay, we've come to the end of another day.
And we have. And we
The
made
last
it
day-
through
the
with
last day
no
of March.
catastrophe.
The last day of March.
Last day of March.
Yay!
And to be on my toes
March is
tomorrow.
going out with like a lamb, right?
Yeah, it's going
Came
out
in
pretty
like
calm.
a-
Beautiful day.
came in like
Beautiful
a-
day.
Hmm.
Gonna be nice.
But it's going to be fine.
Bye. Bye, Salem.
Bye. And tomorrow we have in the house here, we have,
Mayor of Holly Ridge.
yes,
Pete.
Mayor
Barnian.
Pete.
Yes, Mayor Pete.
Mayor Pete's going to be joining us. I'm
Mayor
good. I haven't
Pete.
seen him since before the election. So
Yeah.
if things
Yeah.
are calming down,
Yeah.
get
See what
everything under control.
he sent me and I'll print it out for you. But he sent me last week where Holly Ridge was listed as one of the top 10 places. Let me see here. This was in Travel and Leisure, just published this. Look who came in number 8. These are the 10 most popular zip codes Americans are moving to the U.S. in 2026. The number 1 is Florida. That was Port St. Lucie. Number 8 was Holly Ridge, North Carolina.
Amazing. That's
Holly
cool.
Ridge, North Carolina.
Well, the former boomtown of Eastern North Carolina back in
Right.
World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
He's got a lot of details and stuff that came out here, so I will definitely.
Well, it's good that it's that and not one of the
Right.
listings that it used to be.
Yes. He sent me the full list
was-
of
it
the
was a
top
listing that it was
hottest
on.
zip codes. And sure enough, Holly Ridge was right in there, North
Holly
Carolina.
Ridge was listed
Holly Ridge,
as another
North Carolina.
another special place here not too many years ago.
I'm
I'll
trying to
ask him
think.
about it tomorrow.
Okay.
I bet he doesn't
All
know.
right. Yeah, but we're going to catch up on what's happening in Holly Ridge. And of course, next week, we're going to have the mayor and the mayor pro tem from Swansboro in.
Mhm.
They were coming in this week and had to switch to next week. So we're trying to get the small town governments in here,
Okay.
see what's going on the outskirts of our wonderful city
Yeah.
of Jacksonville. So,
Okay, we can do that.
yes.
Love it.
Yeah. Love it.
And who knows, maybe this summer we'll take some Fridays or something and we'll just take the show on the road and go
We
to
could
the
do that.
individual towns
Yes.
around the area and just sit on the dock of the
Well,
bay
you
or
know
sit over
what?
there in a cornfield in Richlands.
Well, we need to talk to Miss Lisa about maybe going and sitting in the museum
I
on
want to do that.
Friday
but,
morning.
I've got something else we're working on too for that.
Right.
And as soon as I get through with the ham club about a possible
Yes.
job that
So
that would
many.
be fun. They could combine a whole lot of stuff with that.
There's actually much more that we can be doing, which we're getting ready to get into,
Mhm.
and got some other surprises along the way too. So
Yes.
yes, and just note now we are live and local, real talk.
We are the real and only live and local real talk.
Yes, and we've been doing this for a long time.
Since 2011,
2011. Yep.
first day of November. Not
But
that I'm
anyway.
counting the days. But all right.
All right,
And
we're
we
good to go.
we will be seeing you again tomorrow morning. So get ready. This will be joining us too, 7:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm sure we got some stuff that we can talk about. I haven't seen anything horrific in the news about medical stuff
We
lately.
talked
but
about the
whatever.
norovirus. I hear that it's been going around and
You
affecting
always
some
have
people.
bad news. I'm glad I don't have that.
No,
All I do
mean,
is talk about
just
good
like-
stuff.
Yeah, you brought it. No, don't let that fool you.
Okay.
All right.
You're
Anyway.
live on Local Real Talk, where we are always awake, never woke,
That's right.
and always real and always full of talk.
That's right.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.